everyone, we are going to read a new story. The story is about Strom Castle. Nadim's mom and dad had to go away, so Nadim come to stay at Biff and Kip's house. Nadim had a bag with all his things, but he had a big box too. What's in that big box? Asked Chip. Wait and see, said Nadim. The children went to Biff's room. Nadim had the big box. He opened it and took out his computer. Brilliant, said Chip. I have got some new computer games, said Nadim. But we can play with them later. I have got something else to play with. Nadim had some robots. These are great, said Kipper. I am going to get one like this. It's my favorite. Biff and Chip had a robot too. They went to fetch it. We are going to have a great time, said Nadim. Will come to play. He had one of his new toys. It was a space craft. Biff, Wilf and Kipper played with all the toys. Kipper said he wanted to be a robot when he grew up. You cannot, said Biff. People cannot be robots. Chip and Nadim played on the computer. One of Nadim's new games was called Strom Castle. It looked exciting. It's quite hard, said Nadim. I will show you how to play, then you can have a go. It looks great, said Chip. Everyone watched Nadim play Strom Castle. You have to go through all the rooms, he said. But there is a danger in every room. Look, in the first room, the floor opened. You could fall through, but Nadim did not. That was clever, said Chip. Nadim was good on the computer. He got through all the rooms safely. Chip can have a go next, said Nadim. You can all have a go if you like. You are brilliant at it, said Chip. I will not be very good when I have my go. Suddenly, the magic key began to glow. Oh no, said Biff. I do not want the key to glow. I do not want a magic adventure. I want to play on Nadim's computer. I do not want a magic adventure either, said Chip. I think I know where it will be. Where do you think it will be? Asked Kipper. Strom Castle, said Chip. Oh no! I do not think we are going to like this adventure. Strom Castle is full of dangers. It's a good job Nadim is with us, said Biff. The magic did not take them inside the castle. It took them to a desert. Strom Castle was in front of them. Why did not the magic take us inside the castle? Said Will. And where? Nadim asked Chip. Oh no, giant robot, said Will. Run for it! The children ran as fast as they could. The robots were not very fast, but there were lots of them. We will have to get into Strom Castle, said Biff. Come on! The children saw a bridge. It was the only way to the castle. This is the way in, said Biff. It was the only way to the castle. This is the way in, said Biff. The robots can get across this. I hope it's safe, said Chip. It's a long way to fall. Suddenly the bridge began to open in the middle. Jump for it, called Chip. If it opens too much, you will not get across. Biff and Kipper ran as fast as they could. Then they jumped across. Biff was still on the other side. The gap was getting wider and wider. Come on, Biff, called Biff. You can do it. Run as fast as you can and jump. We will grab you, Biff. Run and jump. Hurry! He is made it, shouted Kipper. The gate of the castle was closing. It was getting lower and lower. The children ran as fast as they could. Run to the gate and rolled under it. Come on, he shouted. We do not want to be shut out of the castle. They got under the gate just in time. Then it shut with a loud clang. Biff did not like the adventure much. It was hard work. It's not far, she said. This is Nadim's adventure, and he is not even here. The children come to 3 rooms. They did not know which one to open. I think we should go through this one, said Will. It looked like a keyhole. He pushed the door and it began to open. Come on, let's go through, he said. The door shut and and the found themselves in a room full of mirrors. Each mirror made them look a funny shape. In one mirror, they looked fat and round. In other, they looked long and thin. In another, they had funny shaped heads. The mirror made them look so funny that they all laughed and laughed. I have got an enormous head and a little thin body, laughed Biff. I hope we do not go on looking like this, said Chip. Think what Mom and Dad would say. Kipper looked in one mirror, but he could not see anything. That's funny, he said. Come and look at this mirror, everyone. It does not work. It is not a mirror, laughed Chip. It's a doorway. In the doorway was a monster. Biff, Chip, and Will were frightened. They ran away, but Kipper did not. He was not frightened at all. He had always wanted to have an adventure with a monster in it, and this monster did not look very frightened. The monster tried to frighten Kipper. It jumped up and down and yelled, "Arr! Arr!" Kipper yelled back, "Are you frightened?" asked the monster. "Not at all," said Kipper. "I have always wanted to meet a monster like you." The monster was friendly. He told the children that they had to go through a maze. "What's a maze?" asked Kipper. The monster showed them a map of the maze. He showed them how to go through it. "Do not get lost," said the monster. The children went into the maze. Soon they come to a dead end. "I think we went wrong at the last turning," said Biff. "We will have to go back." Will remembered the monster's map. "I think I know which way to go," he said. "Follow me." The children come to a hall with squares on the floor. Some of the squares had numbers on them. There was a doorway at the end of the hall, but it was high at the wall. "How do we get up to that door?" asked Kipper. "I wish Nadim was here," said Biff. He did know. The children had to cross the number and stand on an empty square. The right one world. The right one would take them up to the door. The wrong one would drop them through the floor. How do we know the right square? Asked Chip. Suddenly, Biff said, I know which one it is. Biff began to cross the floor. It's this way, she said. This way the square add up to 6. I do not get it, said Chip. How do you know? This way leads to the right square. All the rest add up to 15, said Biff. I still do not get it, said Chip. Biff was right. The square left the children up to the door in the wall. Chip looked at the floor. I see, he said. All the squares add up to 15. Whichever way you cross them, only one way adds up to 6. Mind you, do not fall, said Biff. They come to a new room. A nasty-looking robot began to come towards them. Help! Called Kipper. It's going to get us. The robot came closer. That's funny, said Chip. It's just like one of Nadim's toys. Suddenly Chip began to laugh. I am not frightened of this robot, he said. Come on, everyone, he called. Help me to push. He ran up to the robot and gave it a push. The other held. The top of the robot began to open. Look who's inside, shouted Kipper. Nadim was sitting inside the robot. That was clever of you, Chip, he said. How did you know I was sitting here? Because you wrote a story about this robot at school, said Chip. Well done, Chip, said everyone. The magic key glowed and the adventure was over. Nadim was sorry. It was fun being the master of Strom Castle, he said. We had to go through the castle and you did not, said Biff. You can put your computer away and we will have a game of football. Bye.